to a CNBC TV18 exclusive now. We learn from sources that the government might review the PSE policy. Timsy is here with the details. Hi, Timsy.
Well, as you rightly mentioned, what we are picking up from sources is that the government is currently mulling a review of the public sector enterprise policy, which actually spelled out the privatization roadmap. Remember, public sector enterprise policy was notified on the 4th of February 2021 during the Atmanirbhar Bharat package, and the review is likely to include revisiting sales of public sector enterprises under the policy. What we are picking up from sources additionally is that government may consider selling land parcels, etc., monetization of select assets, but it may pull back on the entire privatization issue. The political will is not in favor of exiting family jewels, and that is exactly why the government is looking or considering at such a sort of a review. Meanwhile, as we speak, no decision yet has been made finally on this review of the policy, but yes, sources are indicating towards it. Just to remind our viewers, government has already called off the strategic sale of BPCL. The scope of this PSE policy was to exit CPSEs, public sector banks, public sector insurance companies. The policy did not apply to certain classes of public sector entities, such as strategic sectors where government decided to have bare minimum presence were like atomic energy, telecom, space, defense, transport, power, petroleum, coal and minerals, banking, insurance, and financial institutions, whereas the policy laid out non-strategic sectors where it considered for privatization. So let's see whether this sort of a review happens. What is it that finally takes place? What sort of a shape does the review take to this entire policy? So that is something in offing.
Timsy, basically, this is, of course, both for already listed companies and private companies as well, right? Where there was...
As I said, the scope of the PSE policy was to exit CPSEs, PSBs, and public sector insurance companies. So it covers all. Covers
the entire gamut. Got it. Thank you very much. And I think, of course, we'll follow the story. But I think the first real indication of what the government really wants to do, and I think we'll get it in the budget, which is not very far away now. Really, direction for the next 5 years will be in the second half of July, when the budget is indeed presented.